I'm Robert Arend, and this is my wife, Christine. We were looking for an office for our construction company and a shop for our construction company. And it just so happened that our neighbor across the street from us owned this facility and it was for sale. And of course, we came and looked at it and purchased it and got our feet wet in the storage business. It was about 2 years after that the adjacent property went up for sale. We ended up buying the property and designing, developing, and building the 114 units. We work with designers that were very familiar with Trachte, and the site had some specific challenges in that it was sloped. We actually ended up building one of the buildings, the largest building, sits on a 12-foot high retaining wall to take up that difference in the slope of the site. One of the things that attracted us to Trachte was the fact that they could build the buildings on a 1% slope. And so we had to bring a lot less fill into the site. It also reduced the amount of storm sewer piping that we had to put in. And we liked the fact that Trachte's a local company close to us, and we ended up purchasing the buildings from Trachte. Amron was our project manager. He did a great job. He was very proactive, very happy with the performance of Trachte. I don't have anything but good things to say about him.
I can't tell you how many compliments I've gotten from our renters that have units here, and also from people that just drive by or that we see, come into the office. I even got a compliment from one of the gentlemen that works at the city of Muskego. It's very easy for me to rent the units because all I do is take people over and they look at the unit, and like 9 out of 10 people just come back here and sign up. I'm very proud of it. I think it's beautiful as well. I would recommend Trachte to anybody who's building or doing any remodeling of their storage facility.
So another thing we worked with Trachte on was the incorporation of this material underneath the metal siding. So our company and our carpenters installed the Versetta stone as well as the faux windows, and then Trachte came and put the sheathing on and the flashing above this Versetta stone. With Cameron and the crews that we had out here, worked real well together. We really didn't have an issue with the municipality. Our architects did a rendering and we went to the plan commission. We had to raise it to 4 feet and put the faux windows in because I don't believe we had the faux windows. After that, it was pretty smooth sailing. So we put the cupolas up on top. Those cupolas are in keeping with that overlay requirement. Largest building that we have from Trachte, those are 14 by 40 units with 14-foot high doors. We put in some faux windows to break up the length of the building. So the linear building that runs parallel to the highway here, those are 12 by 30 units, and there's 22 units in that building. You can't really tell by looking at it, but it drops 2.5 feet. That entirety of the site doesn't have any storm water piping. There's a catch basin here. There's a second catch basin there, and a third one in the curb just this side of the detention pond. And that's all we have for catch basins. The rest of it just sheet drains off the site because of the pitch of the buildings. The landscaping's turning out good. We get a lot of compliments on the aesthetic quality of the property.